Okay, well, you can still use it, it just isn't going to do very good damage.
To beat this with a broken weapon.
I mean, that would be pretty hype.
Oh god. The lock-on broke. That's bullshit! Every single time before that it worked. Okay. That's not what I meant. Okay. Fucking hell.
Hey, you know what? I think it's fair to say you have this fight solved well enough to beat it. With a non-broken weapon, that's probably a win. What I'm not clear about is, did it break over the course of that fight?
Yes.
Just like 100 to... Oh, Jesus. Just 100 to 0 while you were doing that?
I mean, where else would it have damaged?
Well, sometimes it doesn't recover when you, like, your durability doesn't necessarily recover when you die. You have to actually sit at a bonfire. But I wasn't really paying attention to,
I have no souls.
I mean, you have consumables to pop, but you could also just switch to the falchion like you said you were.
This weapon is working. Hope that's enough to fix it.
It'll be close. I don't think it's that much to repair. Yeah, it's a lot.
Maybe if you had a menu where you could pop consumable souls while you're trying to do crafting.
Or if you just took consumable souls as payment. I think the small ones are 200. 50. Oh, fading? Those might be 50. You might need 2 of those. Yep, there you go. Perfect. I mean, the problem is if it's not going to survive the fight, then, like, unless you want to do the latter half of the fight with a broken weapon.
No, I mean, it has to be that I didn't sit, right? I wasn't having that problem the other time that I got.
That's what I was thinking. Like, the Black Steel Katana is a relatively... Oh, no, you need the first bonfire. The Black Steel is a relatively brittle weapon. Like, it does break quickly, but not like one boss fight quickly. Unless, like, he's got stuff that...
Well, in that time I didn't get hit by any of those push attacks, like where he has like
that's
AoEs.
what I was, like, if he has something that like literally just damages your equipment.
Those would be it.
You would think. I'll keep a close eye on it. In the meantime, I feel good about where you are with this fight. And you should too. Alright, well that doesn't do any damage to the weapon. It does damage to you, obviously.
See, he didn't come after me that time.
Oh wow, he did the 2 AoEs back to back.
Shit.
Ooh.
Come on.
Attacking out of a roll is weird because sometimes it just decides to go in the direction you were rolling in, even though that's clearly not what you wanted.
Okay, no, I'm so tired of these dropped inputs.
Oh yeah, no, it's just the sword.
Is it?
You're at about 50% durability already.
Maybe it doesn't deal well with the ice?
Could be. Oh yeah, it just can't. That's an opportunity. If he uses that close to you, you just get right in... I think Ava's actually a girl. So I should say you can get right in her butt and just swing away.
What?
Oh, whoa.
I got dragged on them.
Yeah, a little bit. Wow, I thought you were out of range. That sucks.
I was also rolling, but, you know, that doesn't matter.
So there's two options here. That was definitely going to break before you killed him. Her. You can switch to Falchion because it has a little more durability. Or you can try to equip both because you have a little extra carry weight. So you could try to put the Falchion on as your secondary instead of the Pyromancy Flame. And see if it keeps you... No, you're above 70. So that won't work. I mean, you could also put some repair powder on your item bar, I guess. So that when it gets low, you can sprinkle it down like Estus. Like weapon Estus. That's the repair powder, if that's what you were looking for. It'll suck to have to find an opportunity to use an extra item mid-fight, but...
It's still fat rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to cut about 1.5 pounds of weight.
That's so much more damage.
Yeah. There's another option. You can swap steel protection for this one. That'll give you more carry weight. Oh, that gets you close too. Honestly, a point of vit would probably get you there. But I mean, from where? Yeah, see, now it's easy. Yeah, so now when it gets low, you can just swap over. And I guess we'll see whether the...
There's just not there's no time to use a repair powder, you know?
I mean, it takes about as long as using an Estus. So you have to basically waste an Estus healing time. Swing. The first couple times he used that, you were actually able to stay in and swing on him. Oh, that's tricky.
He's somehow able to swing me from underneath his ass. Yeah, it's already a quarter.
Yeah, it just goes down fast. And the thing is, you've been using it in longer areas against more things than this. There must just be something about this boss where it's like, yeah, your weapon degrades faster.
Oh, God.
That was awkward, but we're okay. Whoa, I thought he had you. It's really good to take those little cheap shots when you can get them. Sometimes he just stands around. Okay. Good shit.
Oh,
he just like teleported.
He teleported my body.
Well, here's a chance to heal at least. What's he gonna do?
What is that? Is that a caption?
I don't think I saw what you saw.
I thought I saw a prompt.
Might have been a blood stain.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, take those. Got projectiles coming.
I'm lucky you didn't do that.
Here he goes again.
Didn't pick up running as it was supposed to. That has worked every time.
Because he broke the lock on, otherwise he'd have been fine. I mean, compare these last couple of runs to like your first couple where it's like, I don't even know what he's doing. You're getting better. It's just not going to be, you know, you just need one run. you're stacking
Yeah,
up.
see, it's reset.
Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely is not. You should sit to refill your health. It's not a lot, but... Yeah, no, I was watching it, and I checked when you respawned. It is refilling to full, and you are just degrading it that fast over the course of that fight. Now, I was going to say another way to potentially fight back against the degradation is to just use more R2s, because it'll do more damage in a single swing, but I don't really want to mess with your rhythm. Like, you have a really good rhythm and cadence building up for this fight, and you're going to get it very soon. So, now's not the time to start changing your strategies. That sucks. But does confirm what I was saying earlier about his entire body being a hitbox. Because he basically stubbed his back toe on you when you took damage. Smart.
What is he doing? He's not doing anything except for doing this stupid swats. Breaking shit.
Lots of back jumps.
Alright. Yeah, we did. Okay, finally gonna do something else. That was a waste. Okay, just the shield is not up.
Not if he hits you in the head.
He didn't hit me in the head.
Oh,
That's the same attack that he usually hits me with is a swat.
It doesn't matter what the attack is. It matters where he is when it hits you. Like, where is the hitbox coming into contact with your hurtbox? Because if it's not in the area where the shield is, it's just going to hit you. And since he does a lot of jumping attacks, a lot of them are coming in from...
I just don't think the shield was up. I hit the button, it just didn't go up.
Oh. I thought you were saying the shield was not up. I thought you were saying the shield was up, but the game acted as if it was not.
No, the shield wasn't up, but I hit the button to put it up and it didn't do anything. What the shit, my dude?
Wow! I didn't even know he could do that. That's an RNG attack pattern for you. That's weird.
We did some damage on him this time.
Well, that's also your first sip of Estus. Nice. That's so weird. Like, that's exactly the type of sweeping attack that would normally just go over your head if you're close enough. But he just kind of, like, elbows you as he goes through. Ugh.
I could do without the growling in my ear after I'm dead. What's this, like 400 deaths?
It's like 15.
Feels really bad.
Like, you have not been here as long as you think you have. It's been like less than an hour.
I always feel the need to apologize for the lengthy battles when I don't kill things quickly. To the 6 people here.
Which is funny, because the apology is generally more warranted if you kill something quickly.
Sure. What? Oh boy. Well,
That got a little spooky. But honestly, of all the things he could have hit you with, that's probably the best one. You're running too close to him and towards it.
great.
That one just wasn't your day.
I know I make the most angry face when I'm playing. I'm frustrated, but I'm still having a good time. It just, I know I look angry.
People ought to know your Tetris face at this point. Although, it may be worth rebranding it at this point.
My dude, your duds were really nice. He was like a king of sorts.
He's wearing the same armor as you.
No, he wasn't. He had like a crown.
Well, a different headpiece, but the rest of the armor was the same. He had the same Drangleic red cape.
Don't think I don't see you, summon sign. This is one of those ones that I'm having a hard time with, and I don't want to summon something because I want to do it myself.
I get it. It's like when Devil May Cry tells you easy mode is now selectable, and you're like, fuck you, game.
Come on. It's literally not doing any of my goals. There we go.
I actually saw what happened that time. You're getting hit by his body before the swing comes out. Because his body is a hitbox. So his chest is actually hitting you.
Oh boy, that's not helpful. What?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you cheated death a couple times just to get to that point.
I'm not doing well, and if I do like 4 or 5 more deaths like this where I can't even get 5%, I'm gonna quit. Just straight up.
That's probably the best thing to do.
I know you're the type of player that just continually beats yourself into a wall, but I just cannot.
And you shouldn't. Like, leaving it, and especially when you're starting to get, like, you're starting to feel tilted.
It's giving me gargoyles flashbacks, and I'm not having a time with it. Like I said, I'm still having fun. I am. It's just, I'm getting frustrated with my skill.
Well, I did see on that lunging attack, you started getting knocked back. So you're timing your roll, and I think this is probably part of the reason why you keep thinking that it's dropping inputs. When he lunges at you, his whole body is a hitbox. And, oh. I thought he had you.
What? Oh!
Damn. He was like, that worked, let's do it again. So because his whole body is a hitbox, you are timing your roll for when the swing comes down, which is a beat after he lunges forward. He like lunges forward and swings, right? So you're timing for when the swing comes down. On that, not that last one, but the one before, I actually saw the shield take the brunt of the impact and you get knocked back from it before the swing came down. So part of the reason that you're looking at it is like, my roll's not coming out. It's because he's hitting you with his body before the swipe. On the jumping, lunging ones especially. And so when you're trying to roll, you're in the stun animation from the block or from getting hit.
Did you see that there?
See what? You got this.
No. I really wish I didn't do half of my health. I hit the button once.
I see you. I see you juking.
And,
Uh-oh. Oh, wow.
that was stupid because half the time that's, it's hit me and I've been further away than that.
Oh yeah, it's because it wasn't, that time it wasn't distance. You were definitely in the range where it could hit you. You just timed your roll perfectly and got your iframes at the right point.
Oh boy. Weird.
Same thing. The body hit you and put you in stun animation before the paw came down. Oh, that was very well done.
Fuck.
That was a good time to switch.
Are you serious with that shit? Like, that's not consistent at all. And now we're locked off. The lock-on is really bad right now.
It's really silly. But at least he was nice enough to give you a heal opportunity.
No.
You switch to life gems if you want to heal.
That hurt.
I know. You mean the death or the leg slap?
The leg slap.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
I know it feels like you're on the precipice, but like, if you need to stop,
Whoa.
you will probably like the way
This guy shows up to make me feel even worse about myself. He's like, your playstyle is a joke.
trigger Kefka laugh.
Yes, we are at the tiger. We have been at the tiger. And now I have bruised my own leg by slapping myself.
Because of the goddamn tiger.
I did a super back down.
Hmm?
Oh, really far down here.
You can switch back to Black Steel if you want. Or not, whatever. Black Steel is definitely doing more damage, though.
That's ridiculous.
We did, however, manage to avoid invisible tiger fight, so that was nice.
No.
It's really interesting watching you do this fight because the things that are frustrating you are the same types of thing. Like, the things that are frustrating you are the same things that would frustrate me, and you're talking about them the same way that I would. But watching, I'm actually able to see, like, a little bit more consistency in the things that if I were playing, I would think are bullshit. Oh, sure. Oh, he's doing a poof. Oh, that was really smart. That sucked. He just never let you get your stamina back. That sucks.
Shut up, Tiger! God! You're endangered for a reason. Nobody wants to listen to your shit.
Holy shit!
I mean, they are endangered. White tigers are endangered.
No, I know! I'm aware of their endangerment. I wasn't ready to say they deserved it.
I'm talking about in the game. There's only one of them. I'm about to make it go stink.
Oh, it's cute you think there's only one.
Right, is he gonna be like a... what you call a demon? That is such bullshit! Where are you going with this?
That one might be tough. No, it worked out fine.
What in the...
Well, the projectiles did.
These combos, the way that this strings his stupid attacks together is so frustrating. Yep. Yep, that's fine. Just kill me. Motherfucker. Okay.
Yo, that was acrobatic as hell.
Oh, look, he's back. Hit it early, still not good enough. Go the other way, still not good enough. That canceled my save. Okay.
Hi there, Vex. Welcome to the Tilt Zone.
Just a little pissed. This is kind of the worst possible type of game for a perfectionist, because when you can't do something effectively in the first 5 seconds. This is why I play farming simulators.
No, you don't.
I played a shit ton of Minecraft. I played a whole bunch of Stardew Valley. I play Atelier games, which are turn-based, but mostly crafting and things like that.
You haven't played any of those games in like the last 4 years.
I haven't had time to game. I know I'm gaming right now! So, what I want to know is, like, how do they decide when you have your shield up and you get hit like that?
Yeah.
Sometimes it knocks you down, and sometimes it takes half your health, and sometimes...
If you block it with your shield and it only takes stamina from you, it won't knock you down.
Come on, go the... Fuck.
If it hits you clean and you take damage, it can knock you down. Like that. That hit the shield, and it knocked you off balance, but it didn't... You didn't take damage from it. I was honestly not sure if you were far enough away.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
He's there.
Oh my god! Any other fight, you can't freaking pay the camera to dislocate from the boss. You know what I'm saying? This one is just like, oh yeah, no. Let me lock off of the boss so that you can just get your freaking face eaten. Oh. I'm doing progressively worse.
You're very upset.
I'm just doing bad.
You're very upset. Which is feeding into that. I know. Like, that's... It's not like a you thing. It's a Dark Souls thing. It's built around trying to get you to do this. That's an odd opener.
It's not.
Okay.
I think I figured out the distance. If you get to about where I was, and you don't approach him completely, he does that attack to him.
Oh. So you're at the point now where you're able to, like, bait out the attacks and patterns that you want him to do based on your distance.
Well, no, I had a feeling that that was...
These are really clean dodges. Wow. You were out of stamina, or you could have done more to him, but...
Oh my god, that was a lock-on thing.
Yep. I could tell that you actually reacted to that correctly, but it turned your back to him because it broke your lock-on.
Fuck.
It's so touchy, because that dodge looked basically indistinguishable from the ones that you'd been doing before.
Oh boy. Like, I jumped my timing up just a touch, and it worked 4 times in a row, and it was exactly the same timing, and it didn't work. And that's the... Now my health is too low again. But because the sword ain't gonna make it through the entire fight, I'm afraid to take the other ring off.
Yeah, that is tough.
Okay.
Jumping on stairs in this game is so weird. I mean... Maybe.
I'm getting desperate. Because I don't want to quit, but I don't want to keep getting frustrated like this because I'm making my head hurt.
Yeah, I really don't want you to just keep at... I've been trying to, like, give you an exit ramp for, like, an hour.
I was too close. Also, retrieval, I couldn't see freaking what attack he was doing.
Yeah, that's rough.
Okay. Okay, sure. Poison didn't do any extra damage, so...
Well, you haven't triggered poison because you've only hit him twice.
Come on! Sure. Sure. Yep, that's fine. Just kill me. Fucker. Hi, Dio.
Love, I'm giving you 3 more. I'm gonna make an executive decision because I know that you won't be able to stop yourself. For your own health.
It's fine.
I'm not gonna have you get a migraine fighting this like you did
I'm not gonna get a
Dumb
migraine. I
Gargoyles.
just have a slight headache, and it's probably not even related to this.
Those are words that you have said before getting a migraine before.
Well.
3 more.
No.
Yes! I'm putting my foot down because I know that you have this under your fingers well enough where, like, if you come back and refresh yourself, you'll probably get it on the next stream within, like, the first 5 attempts.
Let's see if I'm right. Nope. Really hate that. See, that should work. That should work. And I have my shield up. Nope. I rolled. Get the fuck out of here. I just don't understand why. Okay, lock on, broken, so you can hit me in the back. That one's over the top, so it doesn't matter if I try to block. Okay, too early. Matter if I put my shield up. They're already down to Restus. carpet. Hmm? Hi, Bunny.
I'm getting concerned about you.
You don't have to be concerned. I'm just mad because I just don't understand how the fight is working. And it's the same thing as Arturia's, where I got super good luck on the first try and then fucked off and couldn't get anything done for like an hour or two, or however long it took me. And that drives me insane. Because it's like, don't pretend like you're good at something, and then clearly you just had stupid luck the first time.
Yeah, you don't really like get close to boss kills in this with luck.
Why don't you give me some time to prepare for your stupid... Boy. That's not going to be avoidable.
You could have tried to get behind his butt again.
See, why does that do damage? I don't understand. Like, I know I'm doing my shield properly. And I have stamina.
Oh, you're almost definitely getting hit at the tail end of your attack animation. Like that's happened a lot of times now. He gets you with that like spinning around when you get around to like his back leg and he does the spinning swipe. Like he is always hitting you. Like he's always hitting you on the second strike before you're able to get your shield back up.
But most of the time I've stopped trying to get 2 swipes in and I'm just doing 1.
Well, yeah, when you do 1, you block it. But the problem is you never know, like, necessarily when he's going to do it.
No, I'm not talking about my blocks. I'm not trying to attack him twice. And I go to roll and he hits me. That was worth it. See, like, why? That one I had 2 attacks. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Because timing-wise, he's absolutely hitting you before you can get your shield up. Like, that second attack takes too long. Like, it's not safe. You might be hitting the shield button well before he hits you. But there's a good beat of time between when that sword swing ends and you go back to neutral and then you get your shield up. And he's hitting you in that gap of time. Love. I know. I think you need to reset. It sucks, because you were close several times. There was one fight...
I was literally trying to kill him with a broken sword.
And if the sword hadn't broken, you probably would have done it.
Oh, you got that sword. Aren't you a cool dude?
He just is existing. He didn't do nothing to you.
He got the cool sword. That's what I'm saying. And he's two-handing, so whoa.
Oh, that's the dragon tooth.
Are you tying your shoe?
Kind of looked like it, didn't it?
Like, I'm frustrated because it seems inconsistent. Arturius' fight was hard, but fair.
That's not what you said while you were doing it.
No, No, it is. I finished it and
he kept doing that streaking dash attack where the hitbox is like way wider than it seemed like it should be, and it kept hitting you in the toe and doing like 70% damage on you, and you're like, how do I get away from that? It's way, like, I was not even close to it.
Well, I mean, you see how far I've been inconsistently away from his ass when he farts everywhere, and it literally doesn't matter.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
You certainly started to say that I was wrong.
I am trying to... agreeing with you and saying, like, oh yeah, that's bullshit, is not, like, helpful in terms of, like, helping you understand or try to understand what's happening so that you can, like, mitigate it. I'm trying to, like, explain what is happening in the game in such a way that you can do something about it.
It doesn't mean it's not bullshit.
It's bullshit, but that doesn't mean that you can't do something about it.
I mean, I know that.
So I'm trying to help on that front. I sympathize with you.
Did you already die and you just came back? Dude, I know. But you got that sword. You should be fine. Isn't that the sword that everybody wants to buy? See, he got a king hat. That was a... Okay. You go on, buddy. I get a little pissed because it comes off as you're frustrated and it's warranted, but let me patronize you a little bit because you were saying it's unfair, but it's actually fair, and you're just not good enough or haven't mastered the fight. And I get that, but it comes off as like just a little bit condescending.
I mean, this is the trouble with trying to
like drop your shield kind of talk. Like I
trying to give commentary during a commentary and like advice during a Dark Souls fight, during a Dark Souls stream or playthrough. Sometimes it's not welcome.
No, it's fine.
No. I mean, like...
I want you to help me. You played it. I wouldn't know where to go if you didn't tell me.
I mean, when you are sitting on a boss for an hour and a half, grinding it out, trying to figure it out, trying to get it done, like, you're going through a mental process where you're trying to understand how this fight is working and what you need to do to clear it. And then having someone in your ear, like, throwing his own commentary and his own advice on what you need to do or what you're doing wrong is not necessarily helpful in that moment when you're already doing that in your own head. And potentially some of the things that I'm saying are not congruent with what you're experiencing.
Well, it's not that. It's more like... You have beaten this game without using a weapon.
I mean, technically, the cestus are weapons, but...
Technically, but you have to punch everything. You have to get in and punch this thing in the face.
Predator.
And, like, I know that, and I know that you have much higher skill level at games in general. And I don't feel like I'm as bad as I used to be with getting frustrated with playing something with you or against you. I just know that you're good. And I don't think that I'm necessarily on the same level ever. But I also feel like I can achieve things because I beat the first game.
And but most of this one.
It just gets really frustrating to me sometimes when I go through and I have that glimmer of success and then I fail worse than I actually was doing when I first got there, even. I'm not the kind of person who can stand that. I'm getting sad.
No, don't get sad. This is why I needed you to stop. Because I could feel like it, I could feel you getting like emotional about it. And I was like, that's not the state you need to be in for this. That's not helpful. It's not helpful, it's not helpful to you. Like, it's frustrating. It's supposed to be frustrating. The game is about frustration. But it's one of those things where, like, you got so close so many times that it was very clear that you understand the fight. You know all the attack patterns, you know what it's going to do, you understand how to dodge. You've dodged every attack that boss has at least 5 to 10 times. Like, in a vacuum. That's just an anvil tied to a stick.
The anvil popsicle.
What changed in the last few attempts was your mindset. And it's because you were getting frustrated. Probably both with the fight and with me and with yourself.
Well,
and that's why I'm saying, like, it's time to step away.
It's another thing too, is like when I do get that frustrated, you get silent because you're afraid either that I'm going to snap at you or I'm going to get more frustrated if you try to offer commentary, when you should just be trying to create levity and trying to continue to push me. Because I'm not going to get mad when... What?
I'm listening.
You gave me a look.
I mean, you kind of... I didn't let you finish, so I didn't say anything. But, like, you got a little mad.
I wasn't mad at you. I was mad at that fight being bullshit. In my head, it's bullshit in some ways because it's not consistent. The hitbox is not consistent. When I roll, it's not consistent. When I go rolling if I go roll to the right and he's gonna swipe at the right to hit me, half the time, if my shield is up and I take the hit, I'm able to take it. And then the rest of the time, if positioning and where I'm standing, he's hitting me in the head, I guess. That's the only thing I can think that it means, and then it does half of my damage. And then you start the fight, half your life gone. And it's frustrating, because then you can't go on the offensive, you have to find a moment for him to do the stupid attack so that you can take the time to heal. And then if he doesn't get into a pattern like that he is going to do that because of positioning or because of how long between certain attacks, then you have to just get hit in the face and you don't have enough stamina to take 4 or 5 swipes in a row. So you get hit and you get knocked back and then you get killed. Or you get thrown up in the air and munched on like 2 times in a row. And that's just it's not fun. And it's frustrating because you're already in that teetering edge of being, like, tilted.
Yeah. Yeah, starting the fight, like, in games where it's even possible to do so, like Wings of V. Like, the last time I streamed Wings of V, which admittedly was, like, 2 weeks ago at this point. More. I spent the entirety of, like, a 6 hour stream on one boss. And that game gives you the benefit of being able to, like, restart quickly. So when I go into the fight and get hit by the first attack, I'm like, screw this, restart. Like, just like that. Because, yeah, it feels bad. You're just starting the whole thing off. You're starting the whole fight off, like, off script. And it's like, well, I have to hit him more times than he hits me. And the score's already 1-0 in his favor. So I might as well just go in again. Because why would I even try to fight from behind? So...
And it's also frustrating, too, because I died, a maximum of, like, 3 or 4 times through this entire area.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get here and it's like, let's die 100 times. You know, like...
I'm not going to do an actual death counter, but, like, I don't think it was 100. It's probably around 50.
Yeah, that's not great.
Well, I mean,
It's frustrating, that's what I said. It's frustrating because you go through the entire area and it's supposed to be hard and then you don't have any challenges. You get to the boss and you can't do anything. It's impossible. So it's like the difficulty doesn't make sense between the two.
Sometimes the difficulty is loaded in the area and the enemy placement, like Anor Londo. And, well, Anor Londo had tough bosses too. I mean, sometimes the difficulty is more in, like, the traversal of the zone, and sometimes the difficulty in the zone is not that high, but the boss is an asshole. This is the latter.
But you also see, like, how am I going to beat the other bosses if I can't beat this one?
That's not a thing because, like, bosses are not, like, a linear ascension of difficulty.
I feel like I should just farm souls in this area before here until the guys stop spawning.
Or you could also just go to a different DLC and come back to this one, but I honestly think you have everything you need to beat this fight, except a settled mindset. Once you started getting frustrated and emotional, that's when your performance started. Stop licking my foot! I know you need to go out.
I'm just making sure.
Like, I don't mind if he comes over and just, like, does a little thing, but, like, he was just, like, licking my foot. And it's weird. You're a weird boy.
He's very licking today. It's because I spilled pizza on the ground. I spilled pizza on the ground twice.
That is true. That did happen.
And he was like, yeah, I'll spend 30 minutes licking the carpet. Don't worry about it.
Should have had the camera scene on like 20 minutes ago.
Dio, stop. I don't know, we just podcasted for some reason.
I mean, we had to decompress. It's not often that we end on like not a success. Right? It's usually a new bonfire or a boss kill or both. So it feels bad, like I don't like to leave streams having like not beaten something. But sometimes it's necessary, and anytime that I do, whenever it is that I come back to it, whatever the thing was that I was struggling with, I usually have done in like the first 30 minutes. You've gotten so close that I assume the same is going to happen for you. The mistakes that you're making are at this point that you were making like later on in the fight were largely mental. Like rushing, doing things too early, getting frustrated. Yeah, you take a couple of hits and you'd be like, oh, just kill me.
I mean, I have like a sliver of health.
I know, but it's just like, I know what that feels like.
You were just talking about V and just like restarting if you start off a phase and it's not working.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with doing that.
There isn't. But you know what? If I had stopped that fight 3 hours in and come back to it like the next day, I'd have probably done it a lot faster. It's not to say that you can't continue to grind it out and do it, but I was miserable when I was done and haven't gone back to play it since. So...
Odds are you're probably not going to, because...
I mean...
Not because it comes out next week.
Yeah, not for a lack of desire to do so, just there's a lot of cool, fun stuff to do.